Hello and welcome back to Sherwood Park Toyota. Today we're looking at a Toyota Sienna XSE all-wheel drive hybrid in the color gray. Let's take a look. Starting up front here, underneath the hood we have the gas component of the hybrid energy system. It is a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine, automatic transmission, gets up to 245 horsepower, 176 pound-foot of torque, and when properly equipped, towing capacity up to 3,500 pounds. Up front, LED headlights, customary daytime running lights. Across your front bumper, you'll find these little rounded nodules all the way across the front. Those are your front parking sensor. And then, of course, we have that blue hybrid Toyota logo. Along to the side here, we have 18-inch alloy wheels. Then, as you move back, on both of your front handles, you'll find this little dimple on the front corner. We'll talk about that more on the driver's side. Moving back, all of your rear windows come with factory tinting, and looking upwards, you have black roof rails. Approaching the back, on the right-hand side, you have your XSE hybrid trim level badge. On the left-hand side, you have your all-wheel drive badge. Then you have that Sienna logo all the way across the back underneath the Toyota logo. Looking down from here is where you'll find your backup camera. This is also where you go to open up your space. Simply reach next to the camera, press the button, and it should automatically rise up for you. Now, of course, looking forward, we have both a second and a third row seating. Second row has independent captain's chair style seating, which means that there is no middle seat here. We'll talk about these guys when we get up front there. For the third row, it is a 60-40 split bench seat. So as you can see, a larger space on the left than there is on the right. And there are also the stow and go style, such as we have it here. So you do have more than one option. You can have the seats upright, such as how we have the left side. And then if you put them down, you can either stow them away so that they take up this extra storage all the way across the back. That allows you to have one large flat space all the way across. Or you can have them folded upwards, just like a normal forward folded SUV seat might be. And that way you can use this extra deep storage space to its full potential and then still have extra space on top. And all of these options are laid out with these little diagrams that also show you which handles to use to accomplish this. And you literally just reach in, you can see the little pull label down, and you just pull your seat up. You can pull it up and then flip it upright to be in this row. And then you just pull on the little strap, it'll flap it down, and then you can tuck it back as well. Now, looking forward, for your third row occupants, they have plenty of their own charger and cup holder spaces. Then in the back, in addition to this extra deep space down below, you do have this left side that has extra deep storage, and on the right behind this little false wall is where you'll find your battery. To close up your space here, there is the optional kick sensor. You can reach up to the handle on the right hand side or press the electronic button. Press it once to close and twice to close and lock. Next, let's take a look at the inside. To open up your rear space here, you can either press the little button that you'll find on your rear handles, or you can give it a pull. Either way, it will automatically slide open for you. Then inside here, you'll find that your interior upholstery is a dual tone of the cream and gray colored leatherette, which also has this white and orange stitching and this texturing on the cream colored, which is really nice attention to detail. Looking forward, there are two sets of armrests, both on the inside and then also on the sides of the seats, seeing as there is no middle console space for anybody down below. We have it folded away right now, but there is also a little tray that can fold out here that provides some cup holder and storage space in the middle, seeing as, again, there is no seat there, and then there is an extra little mesh pocket on the side as well. Looking forward, on the back of your front passenger and front driver seats, we have pouch storage. Back of your console, you have your charger ports up top, and then you have your cup holders down below. And then if we look all the way upwards, you'll find that there's a third air conditioning zone control panel. This is split into two sides, which means that there is actually 4 separate zones for air conditioning in this unit, 2 in the front and 2 in the back, split to the driver and passenger side. So that means that everybody inside is able to control their own personal temperature settings and fan speed so that everybody stays comfortable. This, of course, can be controlled from back here, or you can control it from up front right there. We'll talk about that when we get up there. And then as we also look down, you'll find the Sienna rubber mats all throughout this unit. On the side of your seat is where you'll find your adjustments to move it back and forth or to move it forward. Either way, that way, if people don't want to take the path through the middle of the two seats, you can just move this forward or backward to gain access to the third row. To close up the space back here, as we discussed, there are two options on the outside, which is the button or pulling on the handle. On the inside, you'll also find another handle. You can reach and give this guy a pull and it will automatically close. Or if you look forward, you can see it right here, or on our side as well, right underneath of this little handle, you'll find a little button that says power door. Give that a press, and the door will slide closed. Now, looking forward, we have this little dimple again on this front handle. This guy indicates keyless entry. So if you have the key fob on your person, you can just tap your hand here to lock and unlock. Inside your driver's door, more of the dual-toned leatherettes and orange stitching. We also have these metallic highlights that you'll find all throughout your front cab space. On the door, power windows front and back, window lock, power lock, and your side mirror controls. Multiple levels of storage space all throughout. Front driver's seat is electronically adjustable, back, front, up, down, and your lumbar support. Hood release latch on the bottom left-hand corner of your dash. Then you have your gas release and power door off if you don't want the buttons on the inside to be able to control moving out and in. Then you have your traction control, automatic headlamps, heated leather steering wheel control, and then the controls for your dash brightness and odometer trip, and a little storage guy right on top. On your steering wheel, black leatherette, orange stitching, just like your seats. Left-hand side is the controls for your dash display. Then you have hands-free communication and volume control. Right-hand side, radio controls on the bottom, adaptive cruise control up top, including sonar and lane departure. In the middle is your infotainment display screen. This is where you go to access much of the information about your daily driving experience. Currently, you're looking at your optional navigation and home screen, and you can change all sorts of different layouts for what you want easily accessible through here. Then you have your menu. So this is everything: destination, audio, phone, apps, projection, info. You do have a climate display through here as well, just to put it up a little bit bigger, and you have access to options for sync, AC, and then the Eco Heat Cool. This one feature is one that is not on the buttons down below. In your menu, you also have your general setup. So everything from personal profile, Bluetooth, audio, phone, voice, navigation, traffic, data, clock, projection, beep sounds, theme color settings, etc. Under that, audio listening, AM, FM, satellite radio, full Bluetooth connectivity includes Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and there's optional USB adapters all throughout as well. And then you have your built-in navigation all the way at the bottom there. You may have seen that through the home screen. Fully touch sensitive for you there. Right-hand side is all radio controls. Tune scroll in the bottom right corner. You have your volume control on the bottom left. Underneath is the climate control panel. As we said, you do have the controls for that rear section as well through here. And then you also have the sync. So this means that you can choose any one of these four sections to work together or independent. So you can have the whole unit work together in unison. You can have the driver work independent so that everybody can have their own. Lots of options to make sure that everybody's always comfortable. Up front, driver and front passenger has 3 variant levels for heated seat controls, one on each side. You have defrost for front and rear windshield here. To the left, you have your 4-ways and push start ignition. Underneath, you have this storage that runs the whole way across. You'll notice this kind of light blue lighting, this little ambient lighting patch. That way, anything you keep stored up here isn't going to be invisible when it is nighttime. You'll also find that we have this little divider on the right-hand side. That way, if you put your keys, your phone, whatever up top here and you take a hard turn, it's not going to go flying all the way out of your arm's reach. On the left of it, you also have a USB adapter. Then gear shift, parking brake, EV mode, and driving modes. Cup holder spaces all throughout. Up front, this little slot that's right up front, this little rectangle space, this guy is particularly useful for holding your phone so long as it fits, but it has a slight tilt to it. That way, if you're trying to keep an eye on it for any notifications coming in and out, it's not sliding around or being in the way of your actual cups, but you can still keep an eye on it. Another great space for it is up front. Here we have this extra space in the front, and then cup holders behind, this little flip down option, keeping things extra secure if you so please. Behind that console space, you have this little button to open them. Give them a press, it'll pop open. Super deep storage goes all the way up to my elbow. Then you have charger ports on the left hand side, and you'll notice there's a little extra dip here. That way your cords aren't going to get caught in the seams of this compartment. Down below you have a lockable glove box. Looking upwards on your rear view mirror, 1, 2, and 3 little house shapes. Those are your garage door openers. Then you have your SOS button, overhead lighting controls. Up top is your power trunk release. You have controls for your moonroof, and on either side you also have additional controls for either side door, which can also be controlled with your key fob. Thanks again, folks, for joining us on this full video tour for this Toyota Sienna XSE Hybrid all-wheel drive in the color gray. It is located here at Sherwood Park Toyota at 31 Ottawa Road in Sherwood Park, Alberta. You can also reach us at 780-306-7703. And remember, life is full of choices. Let us be yours.